Alright, so a lot of you probably already know this from watching my Twitch stream. I've been talking about it. But for the rest of you, this is going to be a big surprise. I'm going to try a new diet again. I've tried keto in the past, and it didn't really work out. Didn't probably stick with it long enough. Then there wasn't a lot of choices. But I was talking to Luke from the UK. You might know him from such videos as the biscuits and gravy video I made. Or something about American food versus English food. This was like way back in 2006. Back when I made the English to English dictionary video. And he was telling me, because I've been having this heart pain kind of feeling around my chest and my back. And he was telling me it was probably hypertension because he had the same kind of thing. He was in KFC one time. And his chest started hurting. And this big Jamaican guy came in. And he was vegan. And he was like, he talked him into going vegan. He was telling me about like what all it's like and like if you go keto, you switch your whole body around where you make ketones instead of processed carbohydrates, and you got to eat fat. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. It's supposed to be like what your body does in starvation mode, and some people say it's not healthy for you. Some people say vegan's not healthy for you because you don't get enough B12 or protein. But he was kind of making the point like you get more protein from like nuts and beans and mushrooms, things like that, than you do from eating meat, I guess. Or you get as much. I don't know if you get as more. And I was also watching like Trainwrecks with Destiny. They were debating about if you stand or shit when you wipe your ass, which I might make a video about that using Microsoft Paint. But also, it's probably good for your fiber and helping you take good shits. I might sprinkle some Metamucil on my meals or whatever. But one of the main attractions to this diet is he does meal prepping. So that's really hits home with me because that's the way I do my YouTube videos. I've just uploaded like 21 WoW stories, Warcraft stories, and a bunch of videos. And I schedule them all ahead of time, like every other day. There's like 3 videos coming out, and I put all the tags in the playlist on, and I get it all done in one night, and I get like 2 weeks of work is done now. So this is the same idea with meal prepping, and this also kind of reminds me of like the saying "make hay while sun shines." Like I watch a lot of these survival shows, and what they do is they try to catch a fish and they can't, and they're starving, and they try to catch a fish and they just can't, and it takes them like a week or two, and they finally catch that fish, and then they quit. And they're like, "Oh, I got my fish. I can go eat my fish now. Let's go cook my fish." And they're like, "This is the day that the fish are biting. You should make hay while the sun shines. Catch all of your fish now. Catch as many as you can. Don't stop just because you caught one." So that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm not like you cook a bunch of shit on one day. You cook like 3 or 4 days worth, and then you get all these little containers because meat, they're only or whatever you cook, it only lasts so long it'll go bad. So you got to make it like 3 or 4 days ahead, and then you put it in your fridge, and then you have a meal. Whenever you're hungry, you got it already made. So that sounds good. So basically, what you do, you replace all your meats with beans, mushrooms, and nuts. And there's a ton of variety with nuts and a ton of variety with beans. And there's like black beans, navy beans, white beans, northern beans, whatever. You got the pinto beans, you got green beans, butter beans, lima beans, kidney beans. Kidney beans are actually kind of toxic if you don't cook them right or something. There's all kinds of more beans. And he was telling me stuff about like chickpeas and lentils, which chickpeas are garbanzo beans. Yeah. So this is like $1 worth of garbanzo beans. Like I have no clue how to cook these. I was looking at some recipes and it looks like you maybe, because these are hard as nuts right now. So I'm assuming you do some boiling. And then you put some kind of stuff on them. You can put sriracha on them and kind of different kinds of spices and things. And these are lentils. I was like, what the fuck is a lentil? I thought it was like some kind of Jewish food. Maybe it is. But look at them. It's like tiny little, like half the size of a pea. Like I don't know if they get really big maybe when you boil them or something. This is $1 worth of lentils. So I don't know how much you can eat of this. This is a pound for $1. So these are like $1 a pound. Don't know how much it makes. I don't know how you cook them or any recipes or anything, but I went and also got a bunch of other stuff. I got some yams, which I was already eating a lot of yams, and greens, which I already had a bunch of those. I got black-eyed peas. I got whole tomatoes. Most of this is based on this doctor that Luke knows. He recommends whole plants and whole funguses like mushrooms and stuff. So, like, instead you can have bread and stuff, so you're still on a carb-based diet, but you have whole wheat bread or whole like wheat thins. I got some wheat thins because that's like whole wheat crackers instead of having regular crackers. And you also cut out milk because any animal product is non-vegan, so you replace that with soy milk and almond milk or any kind of nut milk, and that's really expensive. Bean or any kind of nuts is really expensive. I've noticed. Like my grandma was saying, maybe if I go to the dollar store, I can get cheaper nuts, but like you get a little can of nuts like this. I got some pecans. It was like $4, and I ate them all in like a day. I got some like mixed nuts, and it was like mostly peanuts. You want to kind of stay away from those. Eat like different kinds of nuts. And then I found out fucking Brazil nuts are poisonous. Like if you eat 3 or 4 of them, it'll kill you or something. 3 or 4 whole Brazil nut? Well, I mean, surely not, because those are in like planters mixed nuts. But apparently Brazil nuts have got something in them that's bad. Mandarin oranges, pears I got. Whole potatoes. I got like some canned potatoes that I can make with like peas and carrots, and then I got some like bags of like red potatoes and white potatoes that I can boil, and I can put them with like beans and greens, potatoes, tomatoes, butter beans, black beans, FS beans. I don't know what that is. Freestyle beans. Got some pineapple chunks. That'd probably be a good way to like add some flavor to some stuff like beans, and I can make that old Papa Poopy stuff I used to make, only instead of ham, I'll put beans in. Or maybe mushrooms. Like I can make stir fry. Like instead of meat, you put mushrooms in it. Some nuts maybe. See, this sounds like a way better option-wise than the keto stuff. Because keto, I was like, mostly eating like pork rinds and eggs. And I tried to eat avocados and it was grossing me out. Because you eat too many avocados, they're starting to taste greasy or something. It's gross. They got pecans on here twice. Did they charge me twice for these pecans? Okay, they voided it. Good. Because those were like $4. Then I got like the wheat thins. I don't know what that thing is. Some of these codes. I got corn. Yeah, a lot of stuff you can do with corn. The heart of palms. You probably should have watched the Twitch stream the other night. I tried these hearts of palm the other night. It's kind of like they say you can eat cattails next to ponds. You know, you pull them up by their roots. Sort of, there's like a little core at the base of them that's white, and you can pull that out and eat them, just like the heart of a young palm tree. You can cut a palm tree down, and it had a weird taste to it. It's hard to describe. Almost like a meaty taste, but a gross meat because you're not expecting it or something. So I got some skim milk. Let's see, I just got that because I had some cereal left. I still got to eat like the rest. I had like this big thing of pork shoulder. It was like $12. So I got like maybe 2 more meals of that, and then half a bag of cereal and a quarter of a gallon of milk or something I got to get rid of. Then I'll be done with all the non-vegan stuff. But see, the thing about me is I'm not becoming a vegan for vegan reasons. That gives me an advantage. I'm not about like no killing animals or no animal products. I don't really give a shit. I'm a hunter. I like animals. I'm just trying to lose weight and stop having this heart pain, this hypertension stuff, whatever. So once I get on this diet for like 3 months and I'm into it, they say B12 is a problem. So I'm gonna like do a cheat day, which isn't really a cheat for me. It's just a cheat for being vegan. I'm gonna have like fried liver and onions, like one day on the weekend or something, because that's like one of your best sources of B12. Clams and liver is like the best. You can get 10 times as much as you would get in like a regular, like a banana or potato or whatever you get B12 from. There's a lot of weird things you can get them from. So I don't know about switching to like nut milks, but I do love Life cereal, and I bought some Life cereal, and I'd like to keep eating that because that's like a whole grain healthy, seems like cereal to me. Then again, skim milk, it's basically just white water if you think about it. I don't think it would be that bad, but I'll try to get some like alternative milks. If I could get some like soy based yogurt, I could make a lot of stuff with like some mixed berries thrown in there, some granola, maybe some like protein powdery stuff. and sprinkle some. Like there's different kinds of seeds you can put on stuff, like hemp seeds and chia seeds and sesame seeds and maybe even like sunflower seeds that have been shown, but those are kind of big. That kind of adds texture and stuff and makes it gritty. Probably helps you poop good. I bought a watermelon, which I've already ate. Bought some squash and zucchini, which I've already ate. And see, a lot of this stuff like that, fresh fruits and veg, you got to worry about them going bad. Because a lot of these recipes I was looking up, there's like so many different things they add to it, and like broccoli and cauliflower and salads and stuff. Like if I'm going to have salads, I need to just like eat all my salad stuff the first thing because it's going to go bad. So I got some applesauce packets, like the little bite-sized ones or whatever. It's like for a snack, I can eat applesauce, I guess. I'm trying to, a lot of that stuff I had to check, make sure it was like low sugar or no sugar added stuff. You got to worry about that. I don't know what this fresh KD is. I got a loaf of like whole wheat bread. So there's still a lot of other stuff I need to get, but this was like basically about how much I would spend in a normal shopping week or whatever. But yeah, now that I'm running out of this meat and eggs and stuff, I'm like, it seems like I don't have anything to eat, but that's just because I don't have any of it cooked. So next time I go to the store, I may take my camera and just like film me buying some kind of Tupperware or something to put stuff in. And maybe I'd kind of like to get some kind of a strainer to like strain my beans because they come in a can and they got all these like added syrupy kind of stuff in them. Maybe you're supposed to like rinse them off just to make sure they're not got any extra crap in them. But I don't know. This seems way easier than keto. I think I might be able to stick with it. Yeah, I can make my Dave stew. Remember that? With the potatoes and carrots and stuff. But I'll just put mushrooms in it instead of meat. Got a lot of recipes. A lot of things I think I can do. So, yeah, that's pretty much my plan. We'll see how it goes. A lot of this is just like brown rice with beans. Kind of like Tex-Mex-y kind of things, but as long as you like mix in some greens with your beans, I think you can get enough different things. See, once I start getting a sugar craving, that's when I'm going to be kind of fucked. I think. Unless I have fruit. Because I might be hypoglycemic. Because remember that time I tried to go on keto and I quit? I think I went like 3 days without eating. And then I didn't have any sugar for like a week or something. And then I went blind for like a minute. I was getting ready to go to work and like my vision just like closed and I went blind and I went and felt around and found a thing of peanut butter and I got a spoonful of peanut butter and it brought my vision back. I don't know how I knew that's what the problem was, but I guess I just felt lightheaded and I had a sugar craving. So I might be hypoglycemic. So I may have to like do something to keep sugar going. I don't know what I'm going to drink, because drinking, I guess water's the best, but who wants to drink freaking water with everything? And then if I can get tea, it's probably more expensive, but like green tea would be good. Or like, see, if I got like a Lipton tea or like a Pepsi product tea and I can, it's probably going to be full of sugar. Probably going to be like not real tea. And then if you drink too much tea, you'll get kidney stones. So I don't like coffee, and if you can't drink a lot of tea, then water is pretty much your only choice, right? Or I don't know if there's any other options. Maybe like ginger ale or something. That's still probably got a bunch of sugar in it. If anybody has any ideas on drinks, I'm really kind of worried about the drinking part. I can't just have fruit juices because like orange juice or whatever, that's just pure sugar almost. You might as well just eat a whole orange. That's how you're meant to have oranges, not like 50 oranges condensed in with all the juice in one little glass. But yeah, I'm not going to get high and mighty about it. I'm not going to be like trying to convert people into being vegan because I don't even really want to be vegan myself. I just have a bunch of medical issues it might solve. I can't really afford health care or medical insurance, especially now that I've lost my job. So that's the plan. T2 goes vegan. If I do another pro cooking, it'll probably be like some kind of vegan meal or something.